You think music today is better? Most people today wouldn't even last a week listening to what ruled the charts in 1968. Back then, songs didn't just climb charts, they meant something. They played on radios, in diners, on long summer nights. They told stories, stirred emotions, and sometimes left people completely confused.
Take you in the sun to promised lands to show you every lose when we were young and sure to have our way.
No algorithms, no formulas, just raw, unforgettable sound. And here's the craziest part. Some of these artists had one hit and disappeared forever. No second chance, no comeback, just one song that somehow lasted decades. If you were there, you already know. If you weren't, you're about to find out why these songs never really left.
Remember how we laughed away the hours.
Number 1. Those Were the Days, Mary Hopkin.
Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never.
You really think people today understand this song? Not even close. There was a time when music didn't need heavy drops or flashy production. Just a melody could stop the world. Those Were the Days wasn't just a hit in 1968, it was a feeling. At a time when everything seemed uncertain, this song reminded people of simpler moments, nights that felt endless, friendships that felt unbreakable,
Lose when we were young and sure to have our way.
and dreams that felt within reach. Mary Hopkin's gentle voice carries both warmth and quiet heartbreak, like flipping through old photos you didn't expect to miss this much. It's not loud, it's not complicated, but it's real. And maybe that's the difference. Back then, music made you remember. Now, it just makes noise. Number 2, Fire, The Crazy World of Arthur Brown.
You fought hard and you saved and earned.
You think rock today is wild? You haven't heard this. Before shock value became marketing, Fire was pure chaos on vinyl. In 1968, this song didn't just play, it exploded. With theatrical vocals and that haunting organ riff, Arthur Brown turned a simple track into something almost hypnotic. It felt dangerous, unpredictable, like anything could happen next. People didn't just listen, they reacted. Some were mesmerized, others confused, but no one ignored it. That was the power of music back then. It made you feel something instantly, even if you didn't fully understand it. Today, everything is polished, controlled, algorithm-friendly. But Fire? It was raw, unfiltered, and impossible to tame.
It's the time of the season.
Number 3. Time of the Season, The Zombies.
Take you in the sun to
Promised lands
to show you every.
Most people know the vibe, but not the meaning behind it. There's something strangely hypnotic about Time of the Season. That bass line, those whispered vocals, it feels almost too smooth, too perfect. But in 1968, it carried a deeper edge. It wasn't just about love, it was about change, identity, and a generation questioning everything.
as you take us anytime to show.
The Zombies created a sound that felt both intimate and distant at the same time, like a conversation you weren't supposed to overhear. It pulled listeners in quietly without needing to shout. Today's music often tells you exactly what to feel. Back then, songs like this made you figure it out yourself.
Dropping a silver in my tambourine.
Number 4. Green Tambourine, the Lemon Pipers.
Drop a dime before I walk away. Any song.
This song sounds cheerful, but there's more to it than that.
At first listen, Green Tambourine feels light, almost playful. But underneath that psychedelic pop sound is something else, a reflection of a changing culture in 1968. Music was starting to break rules, blending innocence with experimentation.
I listen while my green.
The Lemon Pipers created something that felt familiar yet strange, like stepping into a world just slightly off reality. It wasn't loud rebellion, it was subtle, colorful, and quietly different. That's what made it special. It didn't force attention, it earned it. Today, songs chase trends. Back then, they created them.
In a garden of freedom, don't you know that I'm
Number 5. Inagata de Vida, Iron Butterfly.
oh, won't you come with me and take my
No way a song this long would survive today. 17 minutes. That's how long Inagata de Vida runs, and somehow people listened to every second. In 1968, this wasn't excessive, it was immersive. Iron Butterfly didn't just make a song, they built an experience.
in a garden of freedom, don't you know that I'm
The heavy organ, the extended drum solo, the hypnotic repetition. It pulled listeners into a trance-like state. Time slowed down. Nothing else mattered. Today, attention spans are shorter than ever. Songs are trimmed, optimized, shortened. But this was music that demanded patience and rewarded it.
Judy in the skies. Well, that's what you are.
Number 6. Judy in Disguise with Glasses. John Fred and his Playboy Band.
I keep on wearing your bracelets and your new eyes.
It sounds fun, but it's actually a parody most missed. In 1968, not every hit took itself seriously. Judy in Disguise was quirky, catchy, and just a little bit strange. Inspired by the psychedelic wave, it played with words and sound in a way that felt almost surreal.
So cantaloupe eyes, come tell me tonight. Judy in the skies. That's it.
Listeners didn't overanalyze, they just enjoyed the ride. And somehow, that made it even more memorable. It proved something simple. Music didn't always have to be deep to matter. Today, everything tries to go viral. Back then, songs just had personality. Number 7. Classical Gas, Mason Williams. An instrumental hit? That would never happen now. No lyrics, no vocals, and still, Classical Gas became unforgettable. In 1968, this track showed that music didn't need words to tell a story. The guitar work feels almost cinematic, like a journey unfolding without explanation. Each note carries movement, emotion, and clarity all at once. It demanded attention in a different way. You had to listen, not just hear. Today, silence in music is rare. Everything is filled, layered, constant. But this song proved that sometimes less says more. Number 8. Grazing in the Grass, Hugh Masekela. This groove feels simple, but it changed everything. From the first note, Grazing in the Grass feels effortless, bright, upbeat, almost carefree. But in 1968, it carried something deeper, a sense of freedom and cultural shift. Hugh Masekela brought a sound that felt alive, blending jazz with pop in a way that crossed boundaries. It wasn't forced, it just flowed. People didn't just listen, they moved with it. Today, music often tries too hard to be catchy, but this, it just was. Number 9. Love is Blue, Paul Moriat. A love song without a single word. There's something haunting about Love is Blue. No lyrics, no explanation, just emotion. In 1968, this instrumental captured heartbreak in a way words couldn't. The melody rises and falls like a memory you can't quite hold on to. It's gentle, but it lingers. It proved that music didn't need to explain itself to be understood. Today, everything is spelled out. Back then, you just felt it.
Just call me angel of the morning, angel.
Number 10. Angel of the Morning, Marilee Rush.
Just call me angel of the morning, angel.
This wasn't just a love song, it was controversial. In 1968, Angel of the Morning quietly challenged expectations. It told a story of love without commitment, something bold for its time. Marilee Rush's voice carries both vulnerability and strength,
Just call me angel of the morning, angel.
making the message feel personal rather than rebellious. It wasn't loud. It didn't need to be. That's what made it powerful. Today, topics like this are everywhere, but back then, it took courage to sing it.
Spring was never waiting for us, girl. It ran once.
Number 11. MacArthur Park, Richard Harris. People joke about this song, but they don't get it. Yes, it's dramatic. Yes, it's unusual. But MacArthur Park was never meant to be simple. In 1968, it stood out because it refused to follow any formula. The structure shifts, the emotions build, and
On the ground around your knees.
suddenly you're somewhere completely different from where you started. It's confusing, and that's the point. Music didn't always need to make sense. It just needed to feel. Today, everything is predictable. This song wasn't.
I'm a girl watching girls go by. My,
Number 12. Girl Watcher, The Occasions.
when I threw away my toy, I found a new pastime.
It sounds playful, but it captured a whole era. Girl Watcher feels light, almost casual, but in 1968 it reflected everyday life in a way that felt real and immediate. It wasn't trying to be deep,
I'm a girl watcher. Here comes one now.
it was just honest, and sometimes that's enough. People connected with it because it felt familiar, like a moment they'd already lived. Today, authenticity is rare. Back then, it was everywhere. Number 13. Nobody But Me, The Human Beings. You've heard this hook, but do you know where it came from? That repetitive chorus in Nobody But Me is impossible to ignore. It's simple, almost hypnotic. In 1968, that was the point. Music didn't need complexity to stick. It needed energy. The Human Beings created something raw and direct, built entirely on rhythm and attitude. It wasn't about perfection, it was about impact. Today, songs are engineered to be catchy. This one just was. Number 14. Tiptoe Through the Tulips, Tiny Tim.
From the garden, by the garden, on the willow
This might be the strangest hit you'll ever hear. Even in 1968, Tiptoe Through the Tulips felt unusual. Tiny Tim's falsetto voice was unexpected, almost surreal. But that's exactly why it worked. It stood out in a way nothing else did. People didn't forget it because they couldn't. It proved that sometimes being different is enough. Today, artists try to stand out. This song didn't try, it just did.
And then one day, this man gave me a call.
Number 15, Reach Out of the Darkness, Friend and Lover.
I think it's so groovy now that people are finally getting together. I think it's wonderful.
This song feels peaceful, but it came from chaos. Released during one of the most turbulent years in history, Reach Out of the Darkness carried a simple message: connection. Its gentle melody and hopeful lyrics stood in contrast to everything happening around it.
Together, I think it's wonderful now that people are finally getting together.
And maybe that's why it mattered so much. It reminded people that even in uncertainty, there was still light. Today, music often reflects the noise. Back then, it tried to rise above it.
Just call me angel of the morning, angel.
Spring was never waiting for us, girl. It ran once.
So, were these songs actually better, or did they just mean more? Because back in 1968, music didn't have to compete with millions of new tracks every single day. It didn't chase attention, it held it. These songs lasted not because they were perfect, but because people felt them. And today, we have more music than ever. But be honest, how many songs from this year will still matter 50 years from now? That's where the argument really starts. If you grew up with these, which one still gives you chills? And if this is your first time hearing them, which one surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments, because maybe it's not about which era was better, it's about which songs actually stood the test of time.